loves, it's Sam. Today I wanted to do a video that I think is going to be really helpful for people who have acne prone skin, sensitive skin. If you break out easily like I do, hopefully this is going to help you because it is so hard trying to find a foundation that doesn't make you break out, doesn't cause a bunch of acne or little bumps or irritation. If you are like me, I have very sensitive acne prone skin. I do have oily skin as well. It used to be dry and then it went oily. It's craziness. But I wanted to get a video out there for you guys to help the people like me that suffer from acne to find products that actually will work to, number one, help cover, to make you feel confident when you go out and you don't have to feel like, oh my gosh, my skin looks horrible, I feel so gross, because it's an uncomfortable feeling to know that people are like staring at your acne. Like, it sucks. So that's number one. But number two, to find a product that doesn't make it worse, because that is even worse, because then it's like a vicious cycle and you have to keep on covering it up and it's annoying. So I'm going to show you my top 5 foundations for acne prone slash sensitive skin. These are all foundations that I have used for long periods of time that have never made my skin worse or made me break out, that give me great coverage, make my skin look flawless even though it's not, and just all around good foundations that work for oily skin. They don't break down, they're long wearing, they make you look great, and they keep looking great throughout the day. They're not going to be like, cool beans, bam, it's 12 o'clock, you look like crud. So let's start. My number one very, very favorite in the entire world is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. And this foundation is super duper long wearing. They've reformulated it so it's not as kind of quick drying and thick as it used to be. It used to be a little harder to work with, and now it's actually quite easy to blend out. It doesn't dry too fast where you're like, crud, I've got a big blotch of way too much foundation here. I like to apply mine with my beauty blender. If you guys do have acne and you don't want to look like a cake face, but you still want full coverage, I highly recommend getting a heavier coverage foundation, but just using it with the beauty blender with it damp. It really gives you a beautiful finish and a flawless coverage without looking like a cake face. But this one is great. It's got full coverage, super duper full coverage, stays really, really, like, as if you are oily, it's going to help keep your oil at bay. It's kind of got a matte finish, so if you like that matte finish, you will love this. The only downside is that it does kind of give you a white cast, which I really don't like. It's better since they've changed it, but it's still not as great as it could be. That's the only downside to this, but it's long wearing, full coverage, amazing, and it does not make my skin worse. It doesn't irritate my skin. It does not clog my pores or make my acne worse. The color that I have is 3W1, and I'm actually wearing it today. The next thing, which alone I probably wouldn't suggest, only because for me with the oil it doesn't last quite as long as my other foundations that I'm going to show you, but I love mixing this with other ones. So if you have a full coverage foundation, you're like, you know what, it's just a little bit too full coverage, I'm nervous I'm going to look cakey, and you want to just kind of like thin it down, maybe give it a bit of a more of a glow or a natural finish, the Urban Decay Naked Skin is beautiful for that. It's also really great for summer. So if you are looking for like a summer foundation that's just a little bit more lightweight but still gives you the coverage and gives you a really beautiful finish, this is really great. It has not made me break out. Not quite as good for oil, so be warned, you know. That's why I like to mix it with the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is what I have been wearing lately, mixed together. I absolutely love it. The color that I have is 3.0, and I'm wearing it today with the Estee Lauder. But this is another really great one that doesn't hurt my skin, it doesn't make me break out, doesn't cause those bumps, and it just gives a really beautiful, natural, like very, very beautiful finish. If you are someone who is going out to events and taking pictures, or maybe prom, weddings, this is great because it photographs beautifully. Okay, the next one that I really love is my Kat Von D Lock-It Longwear Foundation. This is another full coverage matte finish, very similar to the Estee Lauder Double Wear actually. It lasts all day long. It really helps control the oil. They have, I don't know how many shades. Estee Lauder is the best for if you are pale. Actually, they have tons of different shades, neutral, cool, warm. So pretty much any color you are, you will most likely find a match in the Double Wear. I feel like the Kat Von D isn't quite as good, but it's still, as far as the shade range goes, still really great. This does photograph pretty well for the most part, And again, if you apply it with your Beauty Blender, it just gives you that really flawless face. Like, this is super full coverage. So it like goes a long way. It did not break me out. I wore it for months and months over the winter when I was paler. The color that I have is Light 46. This is for when I'm really pale in the middle of winter and do not self-tan. But another great one that does not break me out and really helps control the oil. The other one is the Revlon Colorstay makeup if you're looking for something that's more affordable, drugstore. I couldn't leave my drugstore girls out. This one I actually used for years and years and years until I discovered like more high-end products. This is a really, really great one from the drugstore. I believe it's like 10 to 13 bucks depending on where you get it. Again, lasts all day long, really, really great coverage, beautiful finish. Photographs pretty well for the most part. I wouldn't say it's got too much of a white cast or anything. And it just has really great staying power, and it's another one that does not break me out. Is really, really great for oil. This is what I used to wear when I used to be my oiliest, like full on teenage, well no, not teenage, young 20s, full-on oily prime time. That's what I used to wear when I used to work at the salon for 10 hours a day, sweating my butt off, doing hair in the heat. The blow dryers make you like hotter than nuts, and that was like full-on long wearing, lasted me all day, made me look flawless forever. And then the last but not least, this is probably better if you're someone who has maybe acne prone. It does work for oily skin, but it's a little bit more hydrating. This is the Triple Solution BB Cream SPF 30 Whitening Wrinkle Care, and this is by Lioele. It's a BB cream, but it still has great coverage. It gives you full coverage. It does last really well. I wouldn't say it's quite, no, it is actually really, it's pretty long wearing. I wouldn't say it's quite as long wearing as the Kat Von D or the Estee Lauder, but still very long wearing. And it has the whitening and the wrinkle care. So maybe if you're someone who's a little bit older, not old, but you know, like me, we're getting wrinkles, you know, we're not spring chickens anymore. It's got hyaluronic acid. It's just kind of more, I feel like it's kind of giving your skin a little bit more than just these other foundations. So I really, really like this one. The only problem is that this only comes in one shade. So this is for lighter, kind of like lighter, like my skin tone. If you're a little bit darker, it probably won't work for you. It might tend to look a bit ashy. And that's why this is number 5, is only because of the shade range, but it's really good and it smells really, really nice. And this is another one that I like to mix with other foundations to just give you that really kind of perfect finish. And the packaging is really cute. Not that you're gonna buy something for packaging, but it is actually really cute. So those are my top 5 foundations for acne prone skin. I hope that's helped. I really like doing these kind of top 5 for something or for specific, or I just feel like they're super helpful, and they're the videos that I tend to like to watch just because I feel like they're more informative. So I really hope that this has help you make decisions on maybe if you are looking for a new foundation and you don't know what to get. So I've got it from your drugstore to your kind of medium to your, you know, high end. I think this is the most expensive one. I believe that one's like 36 or 40. I can't remember. But I've got you covered from all aspects of your budget. So hope that's helped. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah!